Welcome back again to the Stingy Trigger Tabletop. Trigger here today to do the first of the modifications we're going to be doing to the Ruger 2245 Mark II. Now the first mods don't actually deal with the gun itself. They instead deal with the magazines. As you can see here, these are two identical magazines. This is a first iteration Mark II first iteration and a Mark II second iteration magazine. You can tell them apart by the difference in the thumb button there for loading on the mags. But you can see that our first version here is wearing an extended floor plate. Those are courtesy of TT Customs. Guy Dominic runs it. He makes a number of aftermarket products for the Ruger 2245. And as you can see, comparing the original magazine in the gun sits flush to the modified magazine. It makes it much easier to go ahead and slam that magazine home with this protruding floor plate. Now, I've been testing these guys for a little while. You might have heard a couple of other guys online. Nut and Fancy wasn't horribly impressed with these, said a lot of them broke, especially when they were dropped. I haven't had that problem. I don't do a ton of running and gunning with this gun though, so perhaps if it takes a dirt nap or you crash onto some rocks, maybe it's a little difficult. But this is a fairly sturdy, fairly hard polymer resin that seems to hold up pretty well overall, and it makes it nice and easy for when the magazine goes in for you to slam that magazine home without fiddling with it and making sure that it seats properly. And it also gives you a little bit of an extended base if you need it against the palm of your hand. So following is going to be the step-by-step of how you modify your basic 2245 magazine into one with an extended floor plate. It's pretty simple, it's pretty quick. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay. As you saw from the intro portion, we're going to go through how you go ahead and modify your standard 10-round Ruger magazines, swapping out the standard floor plate you see on the left-hand magazine here for the extended floor plate that we purchased courtesy of TT Custom. TT Custom is run by a fellow named Dominic, great guy, great customer service-oriented business. tech-custom.com is his website. These bases are available in 5-packs, which I bought. I've used one. I've got another one here out that we're going to use in a second. And you can get them 5 for $8.50, and that includes your shipping cost. He also sells them individually. If you only need, say, 1 or 2, you can pick them up for $1.75 a piece. Now, the actual installation of these things could not be simpler. First thing you do, take your original magazine here, and using something as a push pin, in this case it just happens to be a little jeweler's Allen wrench screwdriver, you go into the pin here that's held in spring tension in the base of your magazine, push down. That releases the floor plate and allows you to slide it forward. You don't have to push down much. Now, as you pull this forward, the spring is running right along in here up to the spring base plug here that pops into your floor plate. If you just go ahead and pull this off, that's going to shoot out and you're going to have to go chasing parts. So carefully remove it, holding the spring in place, and I'll let it out a little bit here so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see how the spring will shoot out along with this plug. Then all you got to do is take your new floor plate, line it up here, and slide it in. When you hear it click in place, you're good to go. And that's how you upgrade your 2245 magazines to have the extended floor plate that allows for better ergonomics and seating in the magazine. This does not, I want to emphasize, does not alter the magazine capacity in any way. So if you're in one of the states, like say the Republic of Californistan, that limits you to 10 rounds apiece, this won't alter your magazine capacities and is perfectly legal for you to purchase through the U.S. Postal Service from TT Customs. You can see here This is one that I've done nothing to. It does come a little bit rough. Might want to take a little sandpaper, perhaps a file, take off a few of these extra burrs left over from manufacturing, clean it up a little bit. You do, however, want to be very careful. This is the flat one that we've just removed. Any of the surfaces that match to here, around this hole in here, these are all what mates up and allows the floor plate to engage the base of the magazine and stay on. So, do not sand any of these surfaces as you get them from TT Custom. And you can see, comparing the two here, you may be tempted to go ahead and file away at them a little bit. Just don't. I mean, you could maybe remove a little thing here and there, but if you're going to file anything, just smooth out the front areas, perhaps just the outside edges, wherever your hand's going to interact. You don't want these things to start flying off if they loosen up, if they're not engaging properly, and you have to go track down your spring, or you have to go track down what happened to that little metal plug that goes in the bottom. And as you can see, once it's been modified, allows you to seat your magazines really nice, really easily, without having to dig around in here with a standard flat base to make sure that everything's locked home nice and tight. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you modify your magazines by adding the TT Custom floor plate to the bottom of your Ruger 2245 mags. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. We're going to have lots more videos coming out for the 2245 here as we go through the modification process, adding on different parts and custom accessories and so on and so forth. So please subscribe if you'd like to check out more of those. Once we get a couple of videos, I'll start to get them organized in a playlist. In the meantime, please subscribe for more fun gun and project videos, especially if you like project videos like this. And as always, thanks for watching, and just remember, we're a couple of city slickers working this out as we go along. Okay, we're here at the range. We got the Ruger 2245 and our 5 modified magazines here with the extended bottom base. Gonna just run through, running some cheap blade around, check our functionality, make sure everything's running okay. Seat's good. Modified magazines. So, looks like we're all still 100% working.